What's up, guys? It's me, Pat, again with another 2x12. Pushing it kind of late today, but we're going to go ahead and power through this. We're going to try to do this like Jay-Z, all in one take, so bear with me. Today, it feels like a little bit of a treat to me because I love the Turtles, man. I grew up watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all different versions, reading all different versions from Malibu to IDW. Image had them for a while. Nickelodeon shows way back when, the early. Of course, the original cartoon, all of the movies, blah 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 blah. Like I've even called off work to see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. So there's really no question about my love for the Turtles. So today felt like a little bit of a treat. Um, Today's 2x12 are respectively both IDW, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, IDW 2020, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder and Hale, number 1 of 5. So, first off, let's get with the IDW 2020. It was a pretty dope book. What's going on with IDW this week is that they're having basically a brand wide special where their 2020 event is basically taking their individual properties that they have. This week was Turtles and the Ghostbusters, individually, of course, and they're looking at that property 20 years in the future, from when from when the property was pretty much launched. Um, well, basically from when they wherever they started off when they took hold of the property, they're looking at it 20 years out from that. So the Turtles 2020 was pretty dope. It skips forward 20 years into the future. Um, One thing about it that I definitely dug is that all of the turtles are there in actual turtle. Like, I haven't died, I'm not in a robot body, I'm not reincarnated, blah 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 blah. Which a lot of different versions of the turtle, a lot of different versions, a lot of different a lot of different companies have, like I said, a lot of different companies have taken hold of the property, and it seems like most of them have gone in some way, shape, or form, depicting a future where one, two, maybe three of the turtles have died and are just living on in spiritual form, robotic form, etc., etc., etc. And it's dope when it happens the right way, but IDW went ahead and just forgo. They just skipped past all of that and actually has all four of the turtles alive and well, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Um, it depicts them still at war with some of the Ultrams, Cranks people and all of that. Um, they're trying to destroy a backup technodrome. Um, I'm not gonna ruin it, not gonna spoil it. Um, I will say it falls right in line with everything that we know about the turtles. Um, One thing that it does do that a lot of the future incarnations of the turtles does, it does show a shift in the team dynamic. Um, in this book, Michelangelo is actually the leader, and it's a fresh take. There are a few panels. There's actually one panel where he actually describes exactly why, and it makes sense. It falls into place. It makes sense. They don't really say why not Donatello and why not Raphael. They just pretty much say why not Leonardo anymore. And I guess to lean on another favorite property of mine, the X-Men. From if you look at Leonardo like we had to look at Cyclops over the years, not saying that Leonardo, goes bad or anything like that, but it makes sense the way they break it down. So it's a beautiful book. It was written by Paul Allor. with art by Dave Wachter. I hope I'm saying this right. Um, but yeah, the art was beautiful. The writing made sense. It was a gorgeous take all the way around on one of my favorite properties of all time. Um, I really dug it. I highly suggest checking it out if you're a fan of the Turtles. Also, if you're a fan of the Turtles, the second book that I'm going to talk about, again, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder in Hell, number one of five, also by EDW. This one was written and drawn and partially inked as well. This dude gets like a lot done. Mattias Santalauco. I hope I'm saying it right. Mattias Santalauco. Excellent work. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Um, what this does, this picks up kind of like right after the death of Shredder at the hands of both himself and Splinter. And it's kind of got a feel to it like right after Marvel's Civil War books, where Captain America, like the death of Captain America and the resurrection of Captain America and all of that. It's kind of got that feel to it, where this is Shredder in the afterlife, fighting and trying to find his way back. In IDW's continuity, the Shredder that we know is a reincarnation of the creator of the Foot Clan, who himself was basically later on died and reincarnated by his own granddaughter. It's a lot to process, but in this particular book, what it does is it shows the different versions of the Shredder at war with himself. So you get to see a couple of fights between Oroku Saki, who is the Shredder that we know and love, versus the previous version of himself, Takeshi Tatsuo, who, like I said, was the leader of the Foot Clan, the creator of the Foot Clan, the inspiration behind the Foot Clan. Um, it's a lot of introspection, a lot of it's basically the book is poetry. The book is poetry. It's one of those takes place in feudal Japan. It shows Shredder and Splinter, or rather a young Hamato Yoshi, um, going through the Shredder's mind, the Shredder's dream, the Shredder's, for lack of a better word, splintered psyche, to try to figure out who he really is, what he really wants, and how he's going to go about obtaining it. Um, like I said, the book is pretty much poetry. It's fantastical samurai fiction at its best. Um, Mr. Santaloco, his art is beautiful. The pencils are hands down just very well designed, very well sketched, sharp. Just I can't really describe it. You have to check it out for yourself. It's a beautiful book. The story itself is amazing. Um, we're kind of left on the edge of our seats wondering, all right, so is the Shredder, well, obviously we know the Shredder at some point is coming back. You wouldn't have a Turtles book without that. But what version of him is going to return? Will it be the humble Shredder? Will it be the original, just straight savage Shredder? Or maybe it'll go past all of that and be the reincarnation of the Dragon God himself. Hopefully that wasn't a spoiler. Either way, like I said earlier, it's a dope book. Check it out. If you happen to get the digital versions like I did, both of those books have free Ashcan previews for other books behind them. The one behind the shredder actually goes to show um, a, 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 a little bit of that history in play. It's, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there. Just check them out. If you don't have time to grab the actual physical copies, grab the digital copies. You won't be disappointed. Um, I guess that's pretty much it for today. Again, felt like a treat for me. Love the Turtles. If you love the Turtles too, you definitely want to check it out. At least one of these books, preferably both. Um, and just check out some of the great work the guys at IDW have been doing. All right. All right. So again, this is Pat from 35E. Thanks for checking us out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Tell a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we'll talk to you later. All right.